What's up? Welcome back, everybody. Today we are vlogging. If you follow me on Instagram or if you follow me on Twitter, you know I've been posting a lot about crypto and Bitcoin and all that good stuff. I recently moved 100% of my stock portfolio into crypto, so I'm all in, baby. So I think today this is gonna be like a little vlogification. It's a vlog and education together, in case you couldn't figure that out. But vlogification show, and I'm gonna tell you guys how you can get started investing in Bitcoin and crypto. Got a lot of questions. I mean, for the most part, people just don't know where to start, and I think that's really super important, the education factor. So hopefully this adds some value to it. So let's go do stuff. In case y'all were curious, this is where I asked this one out. Be my girlfriend.
Want to show them the phone?
Nope, nope. Okay, bye. Okay, so what is Bitcoin? What is crypto? You can look at it in various ways. You can look at it as a digital asset class, or a new asset class, which I think is what a lot of people would call it. You can look at it as simply a currency, so like you want to buy it and then use it to exchange for goods and services. But regardless of how you look at it, you can make money off of this. You can increase your wealth. So regardless of those definitions, like, I really don't care. Me personally, I don't care what those definitions are, because all I care about is that, one, it's gonna make me money, regardless if it is in, fiat US dollar currency. I do believe it's the future. I believe that it can solve various problems, like wealth inequality, and the whole decentralization of anything, I believe, is really important, and it's a good way to hedge against inflation. So yeah. Also, I just want to mention, I am not a crypto YouTuber whatsoever. There are many other experts that you can watch. I watch BitBoy Crypto, Crypto, Carl from the Moon, Crypto Wendy is also really great. There's so many other people that you can watch that will provide a lot better information and like technical analysis. This is just my personal opinion, so do with that as you will. So just wanted to say that. There are hella people around right now. Some vibes. Okay, so I was thinking about what I just said about explaining Bitcoin and stuff. I want to make sure my butt crack isn't showing. Okay, so I was just thinking of what I just said about explaining what Bitcoin is and how I define it and whatever. I hope it makes sense. For me, it's literally just make money from it and, invest in the future and, down with the banks, down with the government controlling our money type of stuff. So hope that kind of made sense. But anyways, so Bitcoin right now is, let me get my phone. It is currently, okay, Bitcoin right now is currently at a price of 56,000. So One thing that a lot of people will make a mistake on is that you don't need to buy a full Bitcoin. Like, you can buy fractions of it. You just invest $1, $20, $50, $100. You don't need to buy a full Bitcoin. I made a TikTok. I'm just gonna put it right here because it's hilarious. Man, Bitcoin is just so expensive. I can't afford a full Bitcoin. You don't need to buy a full Bitcoin. Who has $50,000 just laying around? Just put in a few dollars. But you don't need to buy a full Bitcoin. Just say that. And yeah, that's like probably something that a lot of people don't really know. And secondly, crypto and Bitcoin and all that, it is a very speculative asset, so investing in it, it's very volatile. You don't know what can happen, but honestly, that's kind of just like everything, like stocks and whatnot. But invest what you're willing to lose. So, gauge that risk that you have, what's your risk tolerance, and then put that money in. I mean, I go a little bit heavy, but, maybe it's not for everybody. I know there's a lot of people out there that have like 95% of their money in Bitcoin or crypto, and then like other people who just put, pennies in, which is fine. And honestly, like, as long as you're investing in it, then I think that's good. Okay, so now you're probably wondering, like, how do I actually get this money? How do I convert my US dollars into cryptocurrency or Bitcoin? And that is done through what is called an exchange. So similar to like when you go to another country and you travel and you're trading your US dollars for, pesos or euros at the airport at an exchange. It's similar, but this time you're exchanging into digital assets. And so one that I use is Coinbase. Referral link in the description. So use that, get some money, I get some money, whatever. But that's how you start. And I'll show you guys how to do that. What is up? So it is the next day, and last night we just went out, got some drinks and stuff, so we were out gallivanting. But it's time to get back to what we were supposed to talk about. So like I said, in order to get Bitcoin, you have to sign up for an exchange that has US dollars. So I will show you guys Coinbase because that is what I use, but there are other places like I believe Kraken is one, Gemini, maybe a few, and there's probably others, but you have to find one that has US dollars that you can transfer into from your bank account in order to get this whole thing started. Let me show you guys what to do. Actually, first things first, I'm kind of hungry, so I am gonna order some Shake Shack because Shake Shack is bomb. I haven't really eaten today. Comment down below what your favorite meal at Shake Shack is. I love the Smoke Shack, the one with the like hot peppers and stuff. I always get that. Alright, while we wait for them to get that order up, let's dive right in. One thing to note is that Coinbase does have two products. So you see right here there's Coinbase, and it's a fairly like simple user interface, and then you have they have Coinbase Pro, so it's something more for like advanced traders, day traders. But you look at this, it's all crazy, bunch of mumbo jumbo going on. But one thing to know is that in Coinbase Pro, it's cheaper. So like every time you have to buy a currency or whatever, there's a fee that's involved, and the fees are always lower on Coinbase Pro. So keep that in mind. I would recommend signing up for Coinbase Pro if you want, and you can hold your stuff there. You can always transfer the money between Coinbase Pro and Coinbase, so that's also something to keep in mind. So once you sign up for Coinbase, you have all these options. So I don't have anything in Coinbase. I used to. Let's see. Oh, look at that. I had as much as $800 back in 2017, with the other bull run. funny story, or funny thing, Bitcoin was actually the first thing I've ever invested in before stocks. I didn't start investing in stocks until 2020, so I'm all about this, baby. And then basically after that, I transferred everything into Coinbase Pro, and that's where I just deposit and hold my money. But we'll just get started in here. So you have all these options. There's ways you can get rewards, which is really cool, like by simply watching a video, get the referral links, send stuff to your friends and stuff like that. But what you're gonna do is go to buy, this buy sell button, and then you can link your bank account. So I have my bank account linked. I have a couple bank accounts linked, and you basically just buy Bitcoin. You say how much you want, so you can do up to 35,000, like it says right there. So you just add $200, whatever, and you can purchase it. It's pretty simple as that. It does take a little bit of time for the actual money out of your bank account to show up in Coinbase, so keep that in mind. Make sure it's money that you will have in like 6 days time. In Coinbase Pro, we can head over there. You're going to go to portfolios in the top right, and then you're going to hit deposit right here. And so you can see you can deposit into all these different quote-unquote wallets. At least that's what I call them. So you can if you hold these currencies on other exchanges or on a like a Ledger wallet or some offline wallet or non-exchange wallet, you can deposit with certain addresses here. So, but to get started, you're just gonna deposit your USD. So just go ahead and select USD, select bank account, wire transfer, and like I said, you could also transfer any funds from Coinbase, regular Coinbase. So you just go in here, link your bank account, type in how much you need, and let's see if it'll show. I don't know. And I'm not exactly positive how it works on regular Coinbase versus Coinbase Pro. But on Coinbase Pro, when you deposit your money into the exchange, that money is immediately available to trade. So I'll do this in another video, but basically how I have it set up is Coinbase Pro is kind of like my main account, so that's where I deposit my USD. And then my voice is cracking. Are you guys hearing this? Anyways, I deposit all my USD into Coinbase Pro. And then what I do is I convert that into a stable coin, which is basically a cryptocurrency that's pegged to the US dollar, so it'll never go like above $1.02 or below 98 cents or something like that. So it's supposed to mimic the value of $1. It just makes it easier to trade into other platforms. But yeah, so I will convert my USD into USDC on Coinbase Pro, and then from Coinbase Pro to this other exchange, KuCoin, which is where I buy a lot more like altcoins. I deposit or I transfer USDC from Coinbase Pro into KuCoin USDC wallet. Hope that makes sense. And then from there I make my trades. Unfortunately, the USDC like pairing on KuCoin isn't that great, so I end up having to buy it. I guess convert USDC into USD Tether. There's just more pairings that you can do with other cryptos. So that's how to get started. I mean, that's how you get started depositing into Coinbase and or Coinbase Pro. Like I said, I'd recommend Coinbase Pro, but it's okay if you're just hodling. But then after that, what you're gonna want to know is like, how do you start trading and stuff. So basically what you can do is, you can go to these pairs and you can trade, or you can convert Bitcoin to Ethereum or into all these other different assets. I'm not going to do that here, but also something to note. So when you are buying these, so similar to the stock market, you have three types of orders. There's market order, limit orders, and stop orders. I don't even know what stop orders are. I don't use them. A limit order is basically you set the price that you want to buy the currency at, or buy the stock at, whatever. And as prices fluctuate, once it hits that mark, it'll purchase it. It'll purchase the stock and or crypto. And then market order is basically just buying it immediately. Usually more fees come with market orders, but honestly, like, I personally don't care about the fees. Like, I've only used market orders, and every time I have tried to set a limit order, the price never hits. Either the price will just keep going up and never go back down to my price, or the order just never gets filled. So I just always do market orders because it just makes it easier. But what I was getting at was, on Coinbase, I'm pretty sure these are only market orders. So when you're buying Bitcoin, like, there's no option to do a limit order here. So every time you're doing it, you're basically doing it at that price, at the time you basically press this button. When you go into Coinbase Pro, however, actually, hold on, Shake Shack's almost ready. Let me just finish this up. So in Coinbase Pro, you can see on the left side here, you have all these different things. You have the USD and BTC Bitcoin, and that basically tells you how much USD you have, how much Bitcoin you have, and whether you want to buy it, sell it, whether you want it to be a market order, limit order, stop order. And then down here it'll tell you like the fees and the total amount. So if I wanted to buy Bitcoin and I wanted to do a market order, I don't have any money, but $200 US. You can see the fee is 70 cents and then it'll show you how much BTC you'll own. So that's 0.003 BTC. If I wanted to do a limit order, basically what I'll do is, it's a little bit more confusing because you have to kind of convert it, but you want to buy 1 BTC. So you have $55,000 and you're a rich boy. What you're going to do is you're going to set the amount of BTC that you want to own. So you have 55,000, you put 1 BTC. If you're investing 20,000 or 25,000, that'll be like 0.5 or 0.45 BTC. And then this limit price here, that's the USD price that you are buying it at. So you can see the price fluctuating right here, and you see this number that it's showing. That's like the price that it's at. You are going to put it at whatever price you want. So right now, for example, like right now it's 55,675. I want to wait until it goes to 53,000. So say I think there's going to be a little bit more of a dip, and I'll go ahead and put that order. And so basically what will happen is when the price of Bitcoin goes to 53,000, that's when your order is fulfilled. And if it doesn't hit it, too bad, so sad. Then, like I said, just put a market order in. If you're doing it like on the spot, if you are good at like timing things and whatnot, just go for it. But honestly, like if you're holding this long term, which I advise I advise all of you to at least have some of your Bitcoin stashed long term. Never sell it, even if we go into a bear market next year or 2 years. Just hold on to it and just wait it out until it reaches $1 million one day in 10 years. And but what was I gonna say? But yeah, and if you are doing that like long-term hold strategy, like just do a market order. If you're trying to time it, like regardless, the price of this is going to go up. So a few $1,000s on a hold for like 5 years, it's not going to make a difference because the price of this thing is going to go to the effing freaking moon. And it's going to be a lovely sight. So make sure y'all are investing. But yeah, so that's kind of a little bit of a rundown on how to invest in Coinbase. Oh, I forgot to talk about selling. So we'll start in Coinbase Pro since we're on here. So if you wanted to sell and like cash out some of your position, so if you want to do a market, same sort of deal, you're going to want to convert. So it doesn't give you like the USD price. You have to say like this amount of BTC I want to sell. So in this case, like, I actually have some. I have 0.22 BTC. Say I wanted to sell half of my BTC that I own. Take this number, cut it in half. It's 0.11, so roughly $6,000. And you can see there's a fee right there. And then it'll sell it at whatever price you're at right now. Or I can do a limit order, and similar to a limit buy, you put how much you want to sell and what price you want to sell it at. So I want to wait till it hits 60,000, then I'm going to cash out some. So that's how you do it on Coinbase Pro. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this here. Okay, so there's a sell button, and you want to sell Bitcoin and deposit it into your USD cash, and then I'm sure that's how and then from there you can transfer your cash into your bank account, your fiat bank account. So that's what you do here. Here it is a little bit easier, so you can say I don't have any to sell, so I can't type anything, but you can put in a US dollar amount, or you can convert your currencies into different currencies. So Bitcoin to Ethereum, or we'll do Bitcoin Cash to let's do this. I've been hearing stuff about this, Decentraland. So you can convert it that way, and same sort of deal, just put in how much you want to convert over. So that's like a basic idea of just like how to get started, where to get started. Hope that was helpful, but I'm gonna go get my Shake Shack now.